Mayhem exploded today at the Tennessee state capitol over their redistricting fight. Not only did protesters storm the House and disrupt their special session, but State Representative Justin Pearson, a Democrat, verbally assaulted state troopers. But the craziest part is that after he verbally attacked them, he pretended he was the victim in all of this. Take a look.
Let my brother go. I'll walk him out. Y'all going? Let go of him. Let go of him, sir. Now you got me all tied up. Sir, no. Now you got me all tied up. My brother ain't doing nothing to nobody. He ain't doing nothing to nobody. You don't walk out like yourself. Move the f*** back. Boy! Yeah, let Pearson go. Let Pearson go. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Ted. You stupid mother.
Now, I have a simple question here. Let's say the roles were reversed. Let's say this was a white representative and it was a black state trooper, and this white representative yells, "boy," in that exact same tone of voice that Justin Pearson did, as well as all those other obscenities. How do you think the Democrat Party would react? How do you think the mainstream media would paint that moment? They would call it racist, of course. They would say, oh, there's another example of white supremacy and how much the GOP just hates black people. Yet Justin Pearson can do this. He can yell, "boy." To me, it sounded like there was some sort of racial undertone there. And if you rewatch the video, the state trooper was very calm, very patient with him. He wasn't shoving. He wasn't mistreating Justin Pearson. So it's just an absolute joke. Now, the reason this happened, it's actually a long story, and it's a lot crazier than that clip. But Tennessee has now joined the redistricting fight, similar to Texas, Florida, California, Illinois, Virginia. So much is happening here. So on top, you'll see Tennessee's current map, and you'll see the GOP proposed map, which passed the House today. But the biggest change here was that Memphis was its own district, and now with the proposed map, Memphis has been split into 3 separate districts because of the Supreme Court decision that happened last week. Well, instead of trying to fight back through the political process, instead of, even attempting to argue that this map is unfair or somehow hurts voters, the Democrats decided to fight back through intimidation. They brought in crowds of protesters in an attempt to shut down this special session and to shame and intimidate Republican representatives from doing their job. Just take a look at Justin Pearson before the special session, spreading the fear of white supremacy.
The bigotry that we've come to expect and understand to happen here. But people power is still here. We still have a voice, and we've got to use it every time we can.
Do you support this kind of demonstration in a moment like this?
What the hell else are we going to do? We have a white supermajority Republican legislature that's doing everything it can to destroy us. This is only going to happen once, and we're alive for it. And we all have to do something. And so if this is what folks need to do, then that's what they need to do. White supremacy is codifying itself in the state of Tennessee and all across the nation. This isn't coincidental or accidental. They're coming for black political power in Tennessee and Mississippi and Alabama and Louisiana. We're seeing the greatest purge of black power since the era of Reconstruction.
But it wasn't just Justin Pearson. Once the House convened to debate and vote on this new map, Senator Charlene Oliver jumped on a desk and unfurled this white banner which read, "Stop Jim Crow 2.0, Stop the Steal." And she used it to help mobilize the protesters who had made their way into the House. The gentleman you're seeing there is actually the House Sergeant at Arms who told her, hey, you need to get off the desk now, and you're not allowed to do that. It's against decorum and against the rules, and that's why he was trying to take the banner from her. Well, despite the Democrat attacks and despite their intimidation campaign, the House decided to vote and approve this new map, and it will go to Governor Bill Lee's desk for his signature. But when that happened, the moment the House voted to pass this new map, the chamber exploded into chaos with all the protesters there, and you can even see the Democrat representatives on the floor egging them on. what an absolute zoo. That is complete mayhem, complete chaos right there. But you know what? Kudos to the Nashville police. Kudos to the Tennessee state troopers, because if it weren't for security, that would have looked a lot like January 6th, right? The media, if they were fair and balanced, they would actually call this what it is, an insurrection. They would call it mob rule. I mean, come on. They were clearly there to intimidate the representatives from doing their job. It would be one thing if they were there to observe. It would be one thing if they were there with signs and were being quiet, but they were being noisy. They were being disruptive. You heard the whistles, and that alarm that you heard in the background, that wasn't the fire alarm. That wasn't a building alarm. They actually brought in these little handheld devices, which caused all these alarms that went on that you heard in the background there. So what happened was, because the protesters were so disruptive, the House Sergeant at Arms said, hey, we need to clear the space. You guys aren't welcome here. You're allowed to observe, but you guys are clearly trying to disrupt and interrupt the democratic process. We're going to clear the entire East Gallery. So state troopers went up to that balcony, and all of the protesters were told to leave. They didn't single anyone out. Nope. All of you guys, the entire crowd has to get out now. Here's footage of them clearing the East Gallery. And this brings us back to the top of the video, where Democrat Representative Justin Pearson screamed and raged and just cursed at state troopers for no reason. Well, it turns out that one of the protesters in the East Gallery was named Keshawn Pearson. That's right, that is Justin Pearson's brother. Now, here's the thing. The entire East Gallery had cleared. All of those protesters had either left or been arrested, and Keshawn refused to leave. He was staying in that East Gallery. He was refusing lawful orders. He was staying where he shouldn't have been, which means he was trespassing, and that's why he was under arrest, and that's what led to Justin Pearson blowing up. Now, I want you to notice just how calm the state troopers are with Keshawn. Keep in mind, they've cleared out the entire gallery. He's been disobeying a lawful order. He's staying there. I mean, they could have gotten a lot more rough. This is just really child's play if you think about it, and this, what you're about to see, is what caused Justin Pearson to explode earlier in the video, for him to shout all those obscenities. And then right there would have been the moment when Justin comes in screaming. That's how we open the video. You know how the rest goes. Well, things get even crazier. Like I said, this is just a train wreck from the Democrats' perspective. After all of this, keep in mind, okay, so Justin is, at the very least, being aggressive towards state troopers. I would argue that, again, if you reversed the roles, many people would say it was racist. His brother was disobeying lawful orders. Those protesters were attempting to disrupt and interrupt a proceeding on the House floor. I mean, there's just so much going wrong here. It's very clear that the Democrats, the protesters, and Justin Pearson are in the wrong, yet after all of this happened, Justin decided to issue a statement outside on the Capitol steps, and he made his brother, the victims of white supremacy. You can't make this up, but again, we're probably not shocked. Before we get to that, I would like to acknowledge the members of today's Governor's Club. They are Super Roamer, Moonfairy 11, Bama Riddenhour, Jeremy 2001 Happy, and Ding Xiaoping. These are people who give tips and super thanks to the channel. I am glad that you're here, and I'm glad that you enjoy, but, you know, again, if Democrats don't play victim, are they really a Democrat to begin with? Take a look.
This is what white supremacy does. This is it trying to force us to capitulate. Yeah. And I appreciate y'all not capitulating. And I'm going to take the votes. I'm going to speak up and speak out. But this is the problem with our democracy. This is the problem when white supremacy rules and governs and guides instead of democracy. Okay. Come on. Where are you going? Where the car?
We're going into the van.
We're going into a van right now.
I love you.
Get this. Hi, buddy. I love you. You want to keep your phone or you want to give this?
No.
Okay. And I got your code. I love you so much.
To be clear, the reason his brother's going into a van is because he was arrested, and any protester who refused to leave, they were arrested as well. As always, though, all of this is just my analysis and commentary. That's what's happening in the world of politics from my point of view, and I would love to hear from you. So what do you think? Does Justin actually believe the stuff that he's saying, or is this victim act all an act just for his political career? Let me know your thoughts on that down in the comments below. If you haven't already, please be sure to leave me a thumbs up. I know it's a simple thing to ask for, but it really does help me reach more viewers like you in the algorithm. Be sure to smash that subscribe button and to check out one of these videos.